As marketers, I'm sure you've had times where you've gotten some interesting feedback, to say the least, where you might be saying to yourself, is this truly going to make a difference? I've certainly had my fair share of feedback. There's a difference between subjective feedback and strategic feedback. And on one hand, subjective feedback is rooted in personal feeling. It is subjective by nature. So it might be like, I don't like that color on that graphic because it reminds me of something unpleasant from my childhood. Or I think we need to make the logo bigger because I don't like how small it is. That might be true. We may want to change the color or make the logo bigger. However, if you're rooting those changes in your own personal preferences, it's not going to make a difference and it's not going to work in the long term. The better thing to do is to focus on strategic feedback, which is rooted in your ideal customers' preferences and what's going to ultimately work and get them to convert. And so some examples of good strategic feedback could be about the color or the logo, or they might respond better to this. Maybe we need more white space on the image because it's hard for them to glean what they need from a piece of content and ultimately take action. So as marketing leaders, keep the difference between subjective feedback and strategic feedback in mind when you're giving feedback to your team and trying to make the content better and get better results from it. You're not going to get better results from subjective feedback. You will get better results from strategic feedback.